Hey you guys, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. Today you are joining me in California. Fun fact, I was actually born and raised in California and only moved to Kansas 4 years ago. So anyways, I am joining the Nailed It or Fell It challenge with the host, Mama Dares to DIY, and the co-host, Sweet Urban Rose. So what the challenge is taking something that you find off of Etsy or Pinterest or a website and basically trying to recreate it for less. And then if you guys can leave me a comment down below if you think I nailed it or failed it, don't worry, my feelings will not get hurt. That would be very awesome. I am going to link the playlist for the challenge down below in my description box so you guys can look at all the other creators, and yeah, make sure to subscribe and like if you like this video, and check out my channel. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys love this craft. It's super easy and everything is from the Dollar Tree. So let's get going. All right, here is going to be my inspiration photo. This is off of Etsy.com. It is a macrame wall hanger for $88, and we are going to make ours today for $10. So I am taking the Dollar Tree plunger. You guys, when I walked in my mother-in-law's house with this, she was like, "What are you doing?" And then we're going to use 2 of the cream yarns and then one of, I don't even know what it's called, you guys, the sparkly pink one. And then I found these gorgeous flowers, but of course this is just inspiration, so you do your thing with your flowers. And I got 2 greeneries because I didn't know if the garland was going to work best or the leaves. So we're going to take the plunger apart. And since I am visiting California, I don't have my saw, which I would usually just cut the end of that plunger off. So instead, we are going to cover it up. And y'all that craft with nails on, I commend you, because I end up taking my nails off halfway through this video because I just can't do it. So I'm just wrapping this around, covering those little grooves, and I am going to secure that yarn with a little dab of hot glue. Sorry, you guys, I am not in my own workspace, so this was pretty challenging for me. I will not lie, because I am borrowing all of my tools, and I had to buy everything new so I could join this challenge. I'm cuckoo, I know. And then I'm going to cut that off, and then I'm going to tie off another knot because I knew I did not, like, that hot glue would not be enough hold to support the entire piece of wood, if that makes sense. So we're going to cut that off, and then we're going to bring it on to the other side and basically repeat exactly what we just did by twisting it around and gluing it off. And this time we didn't have to tie a knot on that side because we just wrapped, and we're going to secure with hot glue. Make sure that you remember that your hot glue is on one side, so pick that side to be the back of your hanger. And I know there's a little bit of sticker still left on this piece of wood, but we won't, it'll all be covered. So for this, I'm just kind of trying to see how long I want it, and then I'm going up and down with my yarn, and I do that at least 15 times for each little grouping I do. And as you'll see, you just keep your yarn on its little spool and keep going up and down with it. And you can do more than 15 if you want them to look thicker. That was just what I went with. We're going to cut that off, and then we are going to gather one side of them, cut them, and that'll be the bottom. And then we are going to get all of the loops that were left on top, and I am going to show you how to put that on your piece of wood. I keep on wanting to say plunger, but it just sounds weird, so we'll say piece of wood, or your dowel. Okay, so here, this is where I said remember what is your back, so where you put your hot glue when securing that ribbon on the sides of your wood dowel. because as you can see right here, I am going to feed this through the little hoop, but then I realize the knot isn't on the front, it's on the back. And I don't want that gap of wood showing, so I have to take it off and then feed it through the opposite way. And you will see me doing that right now. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so here we go. And then as you can see the difference, I have the knot now in the front, so it covers the wood. There's no gap. And it looks nice and clean. I'll show you in a second. Like I said, not working in my space, so my angles and everything are a little off. I promise all my videos aren't like this. And we are basically going to repeat that step over and over and over and over again. I do 3 groupings of just the cream color yarn on each side. And then I get into the middle, and that's where I add just 2 strands of the pink yarn to each of my groupings, just as I showed here. I just thought that this added a little bit more. I also wanted to make it my own so it didn't look exactly like my inspiration pick. And it really helped tie in the pink on the flowers as well. Made it super girly and great for a nursery. While I'm here in California, my sister-in-law actually just had my new baby niece, Ollie Mae, and I get to go visit her today. I am so excited. So this will probably be going in Ollie Mae's nursery. So we're just finishing that off with the pink and making sure, so the tighter that you pull these, the thinner the top will be. So I didn't want any of my wood showing, so I had to keep adding more to it. So that is up to your discretion, of course. If you care if the wood shows, if you don't, if you want them spaced out, just do your thing, girl. Okay. Oh, do. All right. So you see how I have the cream on each side of those? And that's me. I'm just a little cuckoo. So now I'm just checking this out, and I thought, okay, do I want to trim it? Do I want to cut it across? And I really liked that it was all uneven. I didn't like the clean lines, but you can definitely cut straight across. You can make like the upside down triangle, whatever you want. Okay, so with this vine, you guys, or I forget what it's called. It's not a vine. It's a garland. I found that hot gluing the actual leaf part of this to the dowel worked way better than trying to connect like the actual vine. Like you see where I'm going with that? That just popped right up. So I ended up applying them to the back of the leaf and then gluing it down, and that worked so much better. And this stuff is, I mean, it's not wire, so it kind of is hard to work with because you don't have like free reign of like leaf placement or where you want it. So hot gluing the leaves down actually helped a lot because a lot of the leaves were backwards and it was driving me. So like this piece right here, I was like, gosh, how am I going to get that to stay? But then I just ended up using hot glue on the back and it stayed down exactly where I wanted it to. So that's the top. And then you guys, the bottom part, you'll see me kind of trim it up, but it was just, or maybe I didn't. I don't know, maybe later. So I got all 3 of my bundles from the Dollar Tree, and I am using wire cutters, which are totally needed unless you have a strong pair of scissors. And I am cutting them like down to the nub so that they have a flat back to them, and then they'll sit flush with your wood dowel. And I'm playing around with it. You guys could do what you want, because I placed this like peachy color flower with the pink down first, but the middle looked very, I don't want to say cheap, but like you can see the inside of it, like the plastic, and I did not like that. So I do end up later adding more to it. And then like our inspiration picture, I'm going to add some white. And I actually don't add as much, I think, as the inspiration picture, but I love how it turned out. And the same thing with all of your flowers. Cut the back off so that you just have a flat surface. You don't want like the little nub sticking out because it'll just make it harder to glue down on top of that wood dowel. So as you see, I'm putting that flower inside the flower, which actually looked like it belonged there the entire time. And then I'm going to play around. You guys can attach these flowers to the actual vines or to the leaves on the vines if you want to add more to it, because it'll be hard to attach them to the Hey everyone, if you have hung out this long throughout the video, I want to ask you guys to comment down below your favorite 80s movie. Whomever does this is going to get entered into my 1,000 subscriber giveaway when that happens, of course. And what I'm going to do is pick one winner from this video, and then I will have a couple other chances to enter in future videos until we get to 1,000 subscribers, and then there will be 4 winners total. So with that said, make sure to comment down below your favorite 80s video, and let's keep going with this craft. Okay, so now we are going to continue with our craft. This is the last flower I'm going to add. And you guys, I had to change the filter on this so that you can really see it, but the flowers aren't that bright. Like they're more of a light pink. Because this looks kind of way off. Like those look super bright compared to the yarn, but they are not that bright. So as you see it further away, I think it turned out so great. I cannot wait to put it in my new niece's nursery. And I want you guys to let me know down below if you think I nailed it or failed it. And I appreciate you guys watching my video. I hope you guys have an amazing week, and make sure to subscribe and give me that big thumbs up. Bye, you guys.